Good day, everyone. My name is Priscilla September, but I'm mainly known as Zoliswa. My colleagues call me Z. I am a 46-year-old administrator. I reside at the Western Cape, a Garden Route area, in a small, beautiful town called Knysna. I've been an administrator for more than 20 years now, and I enjoy my work. Today, I have been tasked to give tips on how to manage multiple priorities and deadlines. And by the way, I am an associate member of the Office Professionals of South Africa. Thank you. So I'm going to give tips, my tips on how to manage multiple priorities and deadlines. So I'm going to start from beginning. And what I need to emphasize on is how I start and how you would start might differ, but the main objectives of each and every administrator in dealing with this is the same. Doesn't matter how you started, how you ended, but if all these factors are included in your project, in your planning, in your organizing, you will get to the same results as I normally do. First of all, you need to prioritize your task by what's important. What I mean by that is that what is it that is important? What is it that is needed? The deadline is way before the other task that you have at your hand. Okay? And then each and every one of us should make a tight to-do list, which means you have to tick what you need to do for each and every project that you have. Okay? You break your task down into small activities. So whatever task you have, you break it into small. You start small and then you build up on it and make a whole task. Okay? And then we need to make time on our day or our calendars that we're gonna stick with to start to resume each and every task. You need to make time on your calendar. And then one other thing that we need to be aware of, we need to adjust to changing the deadlines. Remember, you can have a task that is due today, let's say, but then a day prior to the deadline, it's needed. So you need to know what you're doing. You need to adjust to those changes because changes happen on a daily basis when you're dealing with tasks or projects. You need to be honest to yourself and to the stakeholders. Don't hold them online. Just be honest of how far you are. Give updates on your projects, on your task or projects, whatever you may call them. Just be honest to yourself about them. And then you create space for full focus. Now you focus on this project. I know some of us, when we focus on stuff, we obsessing, but that's just us administrators. We're good at doing that, yes. And then one other thing that you need to be aware of is stress. You control your stress levels when you're dealing with each and every project. I know it's not easy, but it's part of planning and organizing and developing and submitting a task is your stress level. If you meditate, if you pray, if you take time off to just be yourself, just do that before each and every task, okay? And then you deal with the most important project. The rest of other projects become your secondary tasks, okay? Thank you. And then you explore all potential options for flexibility in advance. Before you just explore that, okay? And then please Please, ladies and gentlemen, limit distraction. At this age that we're at, we need to limit distraction. Whether your distraction be colleagues, house, children, husband, wife, partner, you just need to limit your distraction so that you can concentrate on the tasks at hand. Remember, the reason why we prioritize is because there are multiple tasks and the deadlines are not the same. Never. Your deadlines are not the same. So, and then you make sure that all your urgent tasks are finished prior or precisely on time. Just there must be time, yes. You make sure that all your projects are finished on time. That means if the deadline is the 10th, you do not submit or finalize on the 10th. If you are an administrator, you're supposed to be able to organize. This has to be done a day or two before. So I give myself normally 48 hours. If a deadline is on the 10th, I make it a point on the 8th, I am ready for what? For those changing deadlines. Remember, I mentioned changing deadlines and I mentioned distractions. We at the age we are, some of the distractions are stuff we cannot control, like death and sickness. So make it a point when you set out time to do your task, you stick to it. So with your to-do list, you become very strict with it. Lastly, what I'm going to mention is give time to revisit your tasks and make sure all is done timelessly, as I mentioned. There's one thing that I'm going to put out there. It's mine personally. It's a motto that I have. And what I have is, it's about prioritizing. Priority is important. You know, if you are assertive with each and everything you do, one thing, my motto is this: procrastination is the failure of success. Procrastination deters everything. So if you procrastinate, it's going to be difficult to manage multiple tasks and to reach your deadlines. Ladies and gentlemen, this was my time to deliver to you. Thank you very much, and I hope you all are gonna have a great day further. Thank you.